Be inevitably prioritized. 13 Reverse psychology. Make anyone love you. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. Robert 2. Have you ever poured your heart into someone only to feel invisible and unimportant? They dismiss your emotions and take your presence for granted, never making you a priority despite your unwavering love. But what if you could change this dynamic and become someone they can't help but prioritize? In this video on Stoic in Your Life, we'll uncover 13 powerful reverse psychology rules that will transform you into a magnetic person everyone wants in their life. One, create the fear of losing you permanently. Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing love yet never truly valued? It's time to flip the script and become the one they can't live without. Learn the art of reverse psychology and discover how to make anyone prioritize you with these powerful Stoic insights. To make someone inevitably prioritize you, you must first create the fear of losing you permanently. As Seneca wisely noted, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor. People often overlook what is readily available, regardless of its value. However, when they fear losing something, its true worth becomes apparent. You need to position yourself as indispensable in their lives, not just another option. Your absence should create a void so significant that it's impossible to fill. This is not about manipulation, but about recognizing your worth and ensuring others do too. To achieve this, cultivate a life that doesn't solely revolve around them. Be fiercely independent and self-assured, demonstrating that your happiness and fulfillment are not dependent on their presence. A vibrant, adventurous life on your own terms exudes confidence and self-sufficiency, which are incredibly magnetic qualities. When you live a life full of passion and purpose, others will naturally be drawn to you, viewing it as a privilege to be part of your world. Your value becomes evident, and they can't get enough of your unique energy. People are attracted to those who don't chase love or beg for attention, but instead make others seek them out. When you embody an indomitable force that cannot be easily forgotten, you create a dynamic where they will strive to earn your attention. Remember, you are not a mere contender in the game of love. You are the champion they cannot afford to lose. By making yourself valuable and showing them that their life is significantly enhanced by your presence, you ensure that they prioritize you. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Embrace your worth and let them chase you. 2. Don't be always available. To truly make someone prioritize you, it's essential to understand that the most valuable things in the world are not constantly available. As the wise Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. You need to appreciate the value of your own time and ensure others do too. When you are always available, you inadvertently send the message that your time is not precious. However, by strategically managing your availability, you create an aura of value and respect around yourself. Your life should not revolve around waiting for someone else. Instead, you should be busy living your own vibrant, fulfilling life, and they should feel fortunate to be a part of it. This approach is not about playing hard to get. It's about demonstrating that you have a rich, full existence independent of anyone else. When people see that you are not sitting around waiting for their call or message, it piques their interest and makes them wonder what exciting things you are up to. This sense of curiosity and longing is what makes you irresistible. Finding the right balance is key. You don't want to be entirely inaccessible, but you also shouldn't be at their beck and call. Show them that your time is valuable by being selective about when you respond and how much time you dedicate to them. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. Rather, it means prioritizing your own needs and activities. When you have your own interests, hobbies, and plans, it shows that you are a well-rounded individual. People are naturally drawn to those who have a sense of purpose and direction in their lives. If you are always available, you might be seen as someone who has nothing better to do. But if you have a busy schedule, it conveys that you have a lot going on, and they will respect you more. This respect translates into them valuing the time they get to spend with you. They will start to see your availability as a privilege, not a given. This shift in perception is powerful and can change the dynamics of any relationship. Moreover, by not always being available, you encourage them to invest more effort into the relationship. When they realize that they can't have you whenever they want, they will work harder to earn your time and attention. This increased effort from their side is a sign that they value you more. As Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By habitually valuing your own time, you set a standard of excellence for how others should treat you. When you receive a message, don't feel the need to respond immediately. Take your time, especially if you are in the middle of something important. This shows that you have priorities and that their message, while important, is not the center of your universe. When you do respond, make sure it is thoughtful and engaging, showing that you are giving them quality attention, even if it is not immediate. 2.1. Another aspect to consider is how you spend your time when you are not with them. Cultivate your interests and passions. Join clubs, take up new hobbies, or invest time in your personal development. Not only does this make you more interesting and attractive, but it also ensures that you are growing as an individual. When they see that you are constantly evolving and improving, it adds to your allure. In essence, being not always available is about respecting your own time and expecting others to do the same. It's about creating a life that is so full and rich that others feel privileged to be a part of it. This approach naturally makes them want to prioritize you because they see your value and don't want to miss out on the incredible person you are. Remember, you are not just someone waiting around for their attention. You are a dynamic, interesting person living a fascinating life. So, take control of your availability. Show them that your time is precious and that you are not just anyone. They need to work to earn a place in your life. By doing this, you will not only gain their respect, but also make them value every moment they get to spend with you. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised, know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Embrace your worth and let them see that you are a prize they must cherish. This mindset will transform how others see you and ensure that you are always a priority in their lives. 3. Become mysterious. To be inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, it's essential to embrace the power of mystery. People are naturally drawn to the unknown, and keeping an air of mystery around you makes others want to discover more about who you are. You're like a captivating book with hidden chapters. They can't wait to flip through the pages to uncover the story you hold. As the famous saying goes, the less people know, the more they are curious. In your initial conversations, avoid spilling all your secrets and life history. Instead, share bits and pieces, gradually unveiling your layers over time. This approach makes people wonder about your thoughts, dreams, and experiences, sparking their curiosity and attraction. When others can't predict your every move, they become more engaged in getting to know you, much like solving an intriguing puzzle. You are not here to be an open book with every detail on display. You're a complex, intriguing person with depths to explore. Consider a story from modern life. John, a successful entrepreneur, always kept an air of mystery about him. He never shared too much about his past or his future plans. His colleagues and friends were always curious, trying to piece together the puzzle of his life. This made John incredibly attractive and intriguing to those around him. They valued the time they spent with him, always eager to learn more. John's mystery made him a magnet, drawing people in and making them prioritize him in their lives. By not revealing everything at once, you make others crave your presence and look forward to uncovering more about you. This approach not only enhances your appeal but also builds deeper connections, as people feel they are gradually discovering the real you. Remember, you're not hiding who you are. You're simply choosing to reveal yourself thoughtfully and intentionally. By keeping some mystery, you create a sense of anticipation and excitement around you. This makes others more likely to invest time and effort into getting to know you, ultimately prioritizing you in their lives. You don't be an open book. Embrace the power of mystery to make others intrigued and invested in you. Keep some chapters hidden, share your story gradually, and watch as people become eager to discover more about you. This strategy not only makes you more attractive, but also ensures that you are valued and prioritized. By mastering these reverse psychology techniques, you're ensuring that you'll be inevitably prioritized in any relationship. Drop a comment saying, "Be prioritized," to affirm your commitment to creating meaningful connections. Stay tuned. There's more transformative advice coming your way. 4. Be costly and let them invest in you. To ensure you are inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, embrace Rule 4. Be costly and let them invest in you. As Epictetus wisely said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This rule is about making others see your true value by allowing them to invest in you. Picture yourself as a priceless gem that people desire to possess, and they will do whatever it takes to have you in their lives. You're not just a fleeting interest. You are a worthwhile commitment. When people invest their time, emotions, and energy into someone, they inherently value them more. This investment creates a deeper attachment and ensures they won't take you for granted. Remember, your role is not to chase their attention or affection, but to demonstrate that you are a valuable addition to their life, someone they need to earn the privilege of having around. By giving them the space to invest in you, you take control of the relationship dynamics. People often appreciate and cherish what they have worked hard for. When they put in the effort to understand you, support you, and spend time with you, they start seeing you as truly special. They recognize your worth and begin to prioritize you naturally. A good story to illustrate this is the tale of a man named Jack, who always made himself too available in his relationships, often feeling underappreciated. One day he decided to focus on his own passions and goals, subtly shifting his availability. He noticed that people started valuing his time more and made more effort to spend quality moments with him. Jack had transformed from someone who was taken for granted to someone whose presence was cherished. This doesn't mean being aloof or distant, but rather maintaining a balance where they feel your worth. As the saying goes, people value what they have to work for. By being costly, not in a material sense but in how you manage your presence and time, you make others realize that having you in their life is a privilege, not a right. In practical terms, this means setting boundaries and having standards. Don't be afraid to assert your needs and desires. When you communicate that your time is precious, others will be more inclined to treat it as such. Engage in activities that enrich you and align with your values, making you even more magnetic. This approach not only boosts your self-respect but also elevates how others perceive and prioritize you. Let's allow others to invest in you. Create an environment where your presence is seen as an asset, something they must work for and cherish. By doing this, you not only enhance your relationships, but also ensure that you are always valued and prioritized. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Think highly of yourself and let others see your worth. By becoming the person they can't afford to lose, you secure a place of importance in their lives, making your relationships richer and more fulfilling. Prioritized. 5. Prioritize your own needs first. To ensure you are inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, it's crucial to prioritize your own needs first. As Epictetus wisely stated, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. This rule is about understanding and valuing your own worth and making sure that your needs and well-being are at the forefront, especially in any relationship. It's essential to stand up for yourself and not settle for being treated in a way that doesn't reflect your true value. Imagine you fully recognize your own worth and refuse to accept anything less. You are unwilling to compromise your happiness and self-respect for someone who doesn't treat you with the care and consideration you deserve. Implementing this rule involves a mindset shift where you put your own needs and happiness first. Understand that a healthy relationship, whether romantic or platonic, is built on mutual respect and consideration. You should never settle for less than what you deserve. Putting your needs first isn't about being selfish. It's about respecting yourself. It's about maintaining your dignity and emotional well-being. When you make it clear that you won't accept being treated as an afterthought or an option, you send a powerful message to others. This approach ensures that no one disregards your feelings or undermines your self-worth. You're an equal partner in any relationship, and your feelings and needs matter. To illustrate, let's consider the story of Sarah. She always put others before herself, hoping they would reciprocate. However, she often ended up feeling used and undervalued. One day, Sarah decided to prioritize her own needs. She started saying no to things that didn't serve her well-being and focused on her personal goals. As a result, people began to respect her more, and her relationships improved. They saw her as a strong, self-assured individual who valued herself. This change made Sarah more attractive and compelling to others. When you respect yourself, others will naturally follow suit. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. This not only enhances your self-worth, but also makes you more interesting and attractive to those around you. Reflect on your personal goals and interests and make them a priority. When you focus on your own growth and happiness, you create a positive aura that draws people towards you. In practical terms, this means not bending over backward to please others at the expense of your own well-being. It involves making choices that align with your values and goals. When you stand up for yourself, you become an even more attractive and compelling presence in anyone's life. People are drawn to those who have a strong sense of self and who don't compromise their values for others. To foster this mindset, consider the words of Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By prioritizing your needs, you elevate the quality of your thoughts and actions, creating a life that others will want to be a part of. Remember, you're not here to be a doormat or to seek validation from others. You're here to have healthy, respectful relationships, built on a foundation of self-respect. When you prioritize your personal goals and interests, you not only enhance your own life, but also become a more attractive and valued presence in the lives of others. So, take control, respect yourself, and watch as others start to respect and prioritize you in return. 6. Don't make them the center of your life. Have you ever felt like your world revolves around someone else only to realize that they don't prioritize you the same way? It's time to reclaim your independence and become irresistibly captivating by mastering the 6th rule of reverse psychology. To ensure you are inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, embrace Rule 6. Don't make them the center of your life. This rule emphasizes the importance of maintaining your independence and not making someone the sole focus of your existence. Keeping your own life vibrant and independent, you create an allure that is both mysterious and attractive. People are often drawn to what they can't easily have, and this rule helps you cultivate that sense of intrigue. Imagine yourself as a shining star in the night sky, radiating your own light and energy. You don't revolve around someone else. You have your own orbit, your own life, and unique interests. This approach not only makes you more interesting, but also ensures that you retain your individuality. Avoid being overly focused on someone to the point where they become the center of your universe. Instead, pursue your passions, dreams, and personal goals. This creates a sense of mystery and makes others curious about your world and what makes you tick. They will be more attracted to your independent spirit and the sense of adventure you bring to the relationship. Start by identifying your passions and making time for them. Pursue activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's a hobby, a career goal, or personal development. Maintain your friendships and social life outside of the relationship. This not only enriches your life, but also shows that you have a full and exciting world that others would love to be a part of. By not making someone the center of your life, you continue to grow, evolve, and bring a sense of excitement and independence to the connection. This makes you a complete person on your own and a valuable addition to anyone's life, not a substitution for their happiness. By living a life beyond the relationship, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also become more attractive and respected by others. As the saying goes, people are attracted to those who are like them, but are also slightly mysterious. Your independent spirit and sense of adventure will make others want to be part of your life, seeing you as a valuable addition rather than someone who needs them to feel complete. In conclusion, Rule 6 is a powerful reminder that you are a complete person on your own, and your presence in someone's life is a valuable addition, not a substitution for their happiness. By maintaining your independence and not making someone the center of your life, you become more captivating and irresistible. This approach not only enriches your own life, but also ensures that others see and value your worth. So, take control of your life, pursue your passions, and watch as others become drawn to your unique and independent spirit. 7. Stop starting conversations all the time. To ensure you are inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, embrace Rule 7. Stop starting conversations all the time. This rule is about finding the right balance in your communication and not always being the one to initiate contact. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This principle helps you avoid being taken for granted and fosters mutual respect in any relationship. Picture yourself as the lighthouse, not the ship constantly seeking the light. You radiate your presence, but you also give others the opportunity to come to you. Applying Rule 7 means occasionally stepping back and allowing the other person to make the effort. Instead of always being the first to reach out, let them take the initiative sometimes. This approach shows that you have your own life and interests, which makes you more intriguing and respectable. It also helps you gauge their level of interest and effort. If you're always the sole initiator of communication, it can inadvertently send the message that you're always available and willing to bend over backward for them. It's not about playing games, but about maintaining a sense of balance in the relationship. By occasionally taking a step back, you give them space to appreciate your presence and recognize your value. This subtle shift reminds them that you're not just an option. You're someone who deserves effort and attention. Give others the chance to miss you and to make the effort to reach out. This doesn't mean cutting off communication, but rather creating a healthy balance. Engage in activities that you enjoy and that enrich your life. When others see that you are living a full, interesting life, they will be more drawn to you and eager to connect. Open-ended questions can also foster deeper connections and help you understand the other person's level of interest. Ask yourself, how often do you find yourself initiating conversations? Are you giving others the opportunity to show their interest in you? By finding this balance in communication, you create an environment where both parties are equally invested in the relationship, fostering a healthier and more balanced connection. In conclusion, Rule 7 is a powerful reminder that balanced communication is key to being valued and prioritized in any relationship. By not always being the one to start conversations, you allow others to appreciate your presence and effort. This approach ensures that you are seen as a valuable and respected individual. Remember, you're not here to chase after love or friendship. You're here to create mutually respectful connections. So, take a step back occasionally and let others come to you, creating relationships where both parties are equally invested and valued. Embracing this rule, you can transform how others perceive and prioritize you, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling connections. 8. Create your own happiness. This rule is centered on the principle that true happiness begins within you. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By being self-assured, content, and independent, you naturally become more attractive to others. Imagine yourself as the radiant sun, with your happiness not reliant on anyone else's presence or actions. You shine brightly on your own, and people are irresistibly drawn to your warmth and positivity. Instead of depending on someone else for your happiness, you cultivate your own joy and contentment. This self-assuredness and independence act like a magnet, making you more appealing to those around you. People are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity and self-confidence. When you are content with your life, you become a beacon of inspiration and light for others. By creating your own happiness, you send a clear message that you are not seeking fulfillment from others. Rather, you are a complete and joyful person on your own. This mindset is particularly alluring because it doesn't burden others with the responsibility of making you happy. Consider the story of Emily, who used to rely heavily on her relationships for happiness. She often found herself disappointed and dependent on others for her mood. Realizing this, Emily decided to take control of her own happiness. She started pursuing her passions like painting and hiking, and focused on her personal growth. Over time, Emily became more confident and self-assured. Her friends and family noticed the change and were drawn to her newfound positivity and independence. Emily's transformation showed that when you create your own happiness, you become an irresistible presence that others can't help but be drawn to. Begin by identifying activities and hobbies that bring you joy and fulfillment. Engage in them regularly, making them a priority in your life. This not only boosts your mood, but also demonstrates to others that you have a rich, fulfilling life independent of anyone else. When people see that you are genuinely happy and content, they are more likely to be attracted to your positive energy and self-confidence. Furthermore, this approach allows you to enrich the lives of those around you. When you are happy and content, you are better equipped to share that positivity with others. You create a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to also find their own happiness. By not relying on others for your joy, you free them from the pressure of having to make you happy, which can lead to more balanced and fulfilling relationships. By focusing on your personal growth and well-being, you not only enhance your own life, but also become a more attractive and valued presence to others. Remember, you're not here to find happiness in someone else. You're here to share your happiness and enrich each other's lives. Creating your own happiness, you become a radiant and self-assured individual, exuding positivity and confidence that others find irresistible. This approach not only enhances your own life, but also ensures that you are seen as a valuable and respected person. So, take charge of your happiness, pursue your passions, and watch as others are drawn to your infectious positivity. 9. Be willing to walk away from them. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Walking away sends a clear message that your self-respect is non-negotiable, and you won't accept less than you deserve. Imagine having the strength and self-worth to recognize when a relationship is not mutually fulfilling. You must understand that clinging to something that diminishes your happiness and self-esteem is not worth it. It's crucial to communicate these boundaries early and consistently. If someone consistently fails to meet those standards, be ready to walk away, no matter how strong your feelings might be. Walking away isn't about being heartless. It's about self-preservation and demonstrating self-respect. It's a refusal to compromise your well-being for someone who doesn't value you. By being willing to walk away, you create an environment where the other person realizes the gravity of the situation. They'll understand that if they want to keep you in their life, they need to step up and prioritize you. Consider the story of Laura, who was in a long-term relationship where she constantly felt undervalued. Her partner never made an effort to appreciate her, and she always ended up feeling second best. One day, Laura decided to set her boundaries and communicated her need for mutual respect and appreciation. When her partner failed to meet these standards, she walked away. Though it was challenging, Laura's decision to prioritize her self-worth led to personal growth and ultimately attracted relationships where she was genuinely valued. A powerful reminder that your value and self-respect are paramount. By setting clear boundaries and being willing to walk away from relationships that don't meet your standards, you uphold your dignity and ensure that your connections are healthy and mutually respectful. Embrace the strength to let go when necessary, knowing that you have the power to choose who you allow into your life based on how they prioritize and value you. Take control of your relationships and make sure they serve your happiness and self-worth. Following this rule, you'll transform how others perceive and prioritize you, leading to more fulfilling and respected relationships. 10. Don't be attached emotionally too much. This rule emphasizes the importance of maintaining emotional balance, ensuring that your feelings are acknowledged without overwhelming the relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "He who is brave is free." This quote reminds us that emotional bravery and balance can lead to true freedom and fulfillment in our relationships. Imagine yourself as the steady hand on a compass, guiding your emotions with grace and self-assurance. Your emotional equilibrium not only stabilizes you, but also makes it easier for others to prioritize your presence in their lives. Here's how Rule 10 works. It encourages you to find a balance between expressing your emotions and maintaining composure. Emotions are valid and essential, but being excessively emotional can sometimes obscure your true value and make it difficult for others to see the real you. By embracing emotional balance, you allow others to understand your feelings and needs without being overwhelmed. It's about communicating your emotions in a way that encourages prioritization without creating unnecessary drama. This mindset is attractive because it demonstrates your emotional intelligence and self-control, making it easier for others to recognize and prioritize your feelings and presence in their lives. Notice when your emotions start to take over and find healthy ways to process them, such as through meditation, exercise, or talking to a trusted friend. Communicate your feelings clearly and calmly, focusing on solutions rather than problems. This approach not only helps you maintain your composure, but also makes it easier for others to understand and prioritize your needs. Rule 10 is a powerful reminder that emotional balance is essential for being prioritized in any relationship. By managing your emotions wisely, you demonstrate self-control and emotional intelligence, making it easier for others to value and prioritize you. Remember, you're not suppressing your emotions, but expressing them in a way that encourages understanding and prioritization. This approach not only enhances your relationships but also fosters a sense of respect and admiration from others. So, take control of your emotional landscape and watch as you become an indispensable part of others' lives. 11. Showcase your passions. To be inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, embrace the power of showcasing your passions. People are naturally drawn to those who are passionate about their interests, as it exudes a sense of purpose and enthusiasm. When you demonstrate your dedication to your hobbies, career, or personal goals, it makes you more intriguing and attractive. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Your passions are your why, and sharing them with others can make you irresistible. When you are deeply engaged in something you love, your energy becomes contagious. Others will want to be around you to experience that same level of excitement and dedication. Showcasing your passions also signals that you have a fulfilling life outside of any relationship, which can create a healthy dynamic where others respect your time and interests. Think of a friend who is always enthusiastic about their projects or hobbies. Their energy likely draws you in and makes you appreciate their unique qualities. To apply this rule, start by identifying your passions and making time for them regularly. Share your interests with others not in a boastful way, but in a manner that invites them to see what makes you tick. Whether it's discussing a book you love, showing your latest artwork, or talking about a cause you care deeply about, your genuine enthusiasm will shine through. This approach not only makes you more attractive but also encourages others to share their passions, creating deeper connections based on mutual interest and respect. A story to illustrate this could be of Sarah, who rekindled her love for painting after years of neglect. She started sharing her work on social media and talking about her creative process with friends. Her passion for art made her more captivating and drew people to her, eager to learn more about her and her artwork. This newfound attention and respect from others boosted her confidence and enriched her relationships. How can you incorporate your passions into your interactions? Reflect on what activities make you lose track of time and fill you with joy. Share these experiences with others and invite them to join you. This not only strengthens your connections but also shows that you are a well-rounded individual with a rich, fulfilling life, showcasing your passions to make others prioritize you. By demonstrating your dedication and enthusiasm for your interests, you become more attractive and intriguing. This approach fosters respect and admiration from others, making you an indispensable presence in their lives. So, start today by embracing your passions and sharing them with the world. What passions will you showcase to enhance your relationships? By following this rule, you'll create a dynamic where others can't help but prioritize you and seek your company. 12. Develop a strong sense of self-worth. To be inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, developing a strong sense of self-worth is crucial. When you value yourself, others are more likely to see and appreciate your worth. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This rule emphasizes the importance of understanding and embracing your intrinsic value, which naturally commands respect and prioritization from others. Imagine you walk into a room with confidence, fully aware of your strengths and unique qualities. This self-assurance is magnetic. People are drawn to those who exhibit a strong sense of self-worth. They are more likely to treat you with the respect and admiration you deserve because you have set the standard for how you expect to be treated. Think about someone you admire who exudes confidence and self-respect. Their presence likely commands attention and respect without them having to ask for it. To apply this rule, start by recognizing your achievements and qualities. Make a list of your strengths and reflect on them regularly. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you are deserving of love and respect. Surround yourself with positive influences that reinforce your self-worth and avoid those who undermine it. By consistently affirming your value, you cultivate an inner confidence that others can't help but notice. A good story to illustrate this is of Mike, who struggled with self-doubt for years. He decided to change his mindset by focusing on his accomplishments and positive attributes. He began setting boundaries and asserting his needs in his relationships. As a result, people started to treat him with more respect and sought his company more often. Mike's newfound self-worth transformed his interactions, making him a priority in the lives of those around him. Practice positive self-talk and challenge any negative thoughts that arise. Engage in activities that boost your confidence, such as pursuing a new skill or hobby. By reinforcing your self-worth, you set a powerful precedent for how others should treat you, developing a strong sense of self-worth to ensure you are prioritized. When you value yourself, others are naturally drawn to you and treat you with the respect you deserve. This approach not only enhances your relationships but also fosters a healthy sense of self-respect. So, start today by recognizing and embracing your worth. How will you reinforce your self-worth to become an indispensable presence in others' lives? By following this rule, you'll create a dynamic where others are eager to prioritize and cherish you. Unlocking the power of reverse psychology can truly transform your relationships. Drop a comment saying transform relationships to show you're ready to make a change. Stick around. There's plenty more insightful content coming your way. 13. Cultivate emotional intelligence. To be inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, cultivating emotional intelligence is essential. Emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing your emotions, as well as recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. As the famous psychologist Daniel Goleman said, if your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you don't have self-awareness, if you are not able to manage your distressing emotions, if you can't have empathy and have effective relationships, then no matter how smart you are not going to get very far. This rule highlights the importance of emotional intelligence in building meaningful and prioritized relationships. When you are emotionally intelligent, you can navigate social interactions with ease and grace. You are able to understand your own emotions and those of others, which helps you respond appropriately in various situations. This skill makes you more empathetic and attuned to the needs of those around you, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Think of a person you know who is emotionally intelligent. Their ability to handle conflicts, show empathy, and communicate effectively likely makes them a valued and prioritized individual in any relationship. To apply this rule, start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotional responses and identify the underlying causes. Work on managing your emotions, especially in stressful situations, by using techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and journaling. Additionally, practice empathy by actively listening to others and trying to understand their perspectives. This approach not only enhances your emotional intelligence, but also strengthens your relationships. A story to illustrate this is of Emily, who often found herself overwhelmed by her emotions and struggling to connect with others. She decided to focus on developing her emotional intelligence by taking courses on mindfulness and emotional regulation. Emily also made a conscious effort to practice empathy in her interactions. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement in her relationships. People began to value her insights and presence, making her a priority in their lives. Start by reflecting on your emotional triggers and practicing techniques to manage them. Engage in active listening and empathy exercises to improve your understanding of others. By developing these skills, you enhance your ability to connect deeply and meaningfully with those around you. In conclusion, Rule 13 is about cultivating emotional intelligence to ensure you are prioritized. By understanding and managing your emotions and empathizing with others, you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. This approach not only makes you more attractive and respected, but also fosters a sense of mutual understanding and connection. So start today by focusing on your emotional intelligence. How to make any guy fall for you. 1. Love your appearance. Taking pride in your appearance is the first step. A guy needs to fall for all of you, both inside and out, but your appearance often serves as the initial attraction. If you exude confidence and pride in your looks, he will mirror that admiration. However, if you're dissatisfied with your appearance, it's crucial to invest time in learning to love yourself before seeking to attract someone else. Choose outfits that make you feel both beautiful and comfortable, as discomfort or insecurity in your attire can reveal a lack of confidence. Avoid heavy makeup, for genuine love appreciates natural beauty. Regular self-care routines such as exercising, eating healthily, grooming your hair, doing your nails, and applying fresh-scented lotion not only enhance your attractiveness but also elevate your self-esteem. Radiating positive energy can make any man more likely to be interested in you. If you embrace and enjoy the activities you engage in and maintain an optimistic outlook on life, it becomes contagious. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Showing enthusiasm for your hobbies, your education, or your career demonstrates a zest for life that is irresistibly attractive. Rather than complaining about mundane aspects of life, focus on the joy and satisfaction they bring. When discussing your day, balance any negativity with positive reflections, keeping a ratio of 5 positive remarks to 1 negative comment. Occasional complaints are natural, but persistent negativity can be off-putting. To truly attract someone, you must first love yourself. Self-love is the foundation for any healthy relationship. Understanding your strengths and showcasing them can highlight your unique qualities. Writing down 5 things that make you exceptional and focusing on them can bolster your self-confidence. Recognizing and working on your shortcomings shows that you are continually striving to improve, which is an admirable trait. Self-awareness and personal growth are essential components of self-love, aligning with the Stoic principle that knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, as Aristotle put it. Developing self-confidence is the next step in making any guy fall for you. Confidence is compelling and can make you more approachable and attractive. Speaking clearly, standing up for yourself, and being comfortable enough to laugh at your mistakes show that you are at ease with who you are. This level of self-assuredness can reassure a potential partner of your worth. As you learn to appreciate your appearance, love what you do, and embrace who you are, your confidence will naturally grow, creating a positive feedback loop of self-assurance and attraction. In conclusion, making any guy fall for you begins with self-love and self-care. By taking pride in your appearance, radiating positive energy, loving yourself, and developing confidence, you create an aura of attractiveness that is hard to resist. Remember the wisdom of Stoic philosophers and the importance of inner beauty, self-awareness, and personal growth. This approach not only helps you attract the right person, but also ensures that you build a relationship based on genuine admiration and respect, laying a strong foundation for a fulfilling connection. 2. Radiate positive energy. To make any guy fall for you, it's essential to radiate positive energy. Think about it. Wouldn't you be more drawn to someone who loves what they do and approaches life with an optimistic attitude? This kind of energy is incredibly attractive. When you genuinely enjoy your hobbies, are passionate about your studies or career, and face life with a smile, it's contagious. A positive outlook not only brightens your day, but also makes you more appealing to others. If you're in school, avoid complaining about classes and teachers. Instead, focus on the subjects you love and why they bring you joy. Share your enthusiasm with those around you. When you talk about your day, emphasize what you found interesting or fun. If you love playing sports, don't gripe about the tough practice sessions. Talk about how thrilled you were during the last game and the exhilaration you felt. Maintaining a positive outlook is crucial. When discussing your weekend or daily events, strive to mention 5 positive things for every negative one. It's natural to have complaints occasionally, but constant negativity can be a turnoff. Think about a recent conversation you had. How much of it was focused on positive experiences versus complaints? Shifting this balance can make a significant difference in how others perceive you. Imagine telling a friend about your weekend. Instead of saying, "I had to study all day," try, "I learned some fascinating things while studying, and then I rewarded myself with a great movie." Positivity is not just about what you say, but also how you act. When you're excited about something, your body language shows it. Your eyes light up, your smile becomes more genuine, and your energy levels rise. This kind of enthusiasm is magnetic. It draws people in and makes them want to be around you. Reflect on the last time you were truly excited about something. Consider the words of Helen Keller. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. This quote embodies the power of positive thinking. By focusing on the good, you minimize the impact of the negative. It's not about ignoring problems, but about not letting them overshadow the positive aspects of your life. How can you incorporate this mindset into your daily routine? Perhaps by starting your day with a positive affirmation or ending it by reflecting on what went well. Furthermore, loving what you do can significantly enhance your attractiveness. When you are genuinely interested in your hobbies, it shows. It gives you something interesting to talk about and share with others. Remember, positivity is a choice. It's about finding joy in the little things and sharing that joy with others. It's about being enthusiastic about your interests and conveying that enthusiasm in your interactions. Next time you feel like complaining, pause and find something positive to say instead. This small shift can change how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself. To sum up, radiating positive energy is about loving what you do, maintaining an optimistic attitude, and sharing your enthusiasm with others. It's about being the person who finds joy in life's moments and spreads that joy to those around you. As you embrace this mindset, you'll not only attract the right guy, but also enrich your own life. So, keep your thoughts positive, your attitude optimistic, and watch how it transforms your interactions and relationships. 3. Love yourself. To truly make any guy fall for you, it starts with loving yourself. You can't expect someone else to love you if you don't appreciate and cherish who you are. This fundamental principle is beautifully encapsulated by the saying, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." To cultivate self-love, begin by recognizing your strengths. Take a moment to reflect on 5 things that make you unique and exceptional. Write them down if needed, and consciously highlight these qualities in your daily interactions. If you know you're funny, let your wit shine when you're around him. Confidence in your abilities is incredibly attractive and draws people towards you. Moreover, it's crucial to identify your shortcomings. Loving yourself doesn't mean you think you're perfect. Quite the opposite. Acknowledging at least 3 areas you need to improve on can enhance your self-love as you work on them. This journey of self-improvement shows that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself, a trait that is both admirable and attractive. For example, if you recognize that you tend to be impatient, make a conscious effort to practice patience in your daily life. This not only improves your character but also demonstrates your willingness to grow and evolve. Let's bring this idea into a modern context with a relatable story. Think about the journey of a popular social media influencer. She shares her story of struggling with self-esteem issues but decides to focus on her strengths, like her creativity and humor. She starts posting content that highlights these qualities, attracting a large following. Simultaneously, she acknowledges her flaws, such as her tendency to procrastinate, and openly works on them. Her audience admires her authenticity and growth, which only adds to her charm and appeal. This story shows how self-love and continuous self-improvement can transform your life and the way others perceive you. These open-ended questions not only help you understand the content better, but also encourage you to take actionable steps towards loving yourself more. The seamless integration of these concepts into your life will not only make you more attractive to others, but also enrich your overall well-being. In conclusion, loving yourself is the cornerstone of making any guy fall for you. By recognizing and embracing your strengths and actively working on your shortcomings, you become a more confident and attractive person. This self-love radiates outward, drawing others to you and creating genuine connections. Start today by identifying your unique qualities and areas for growth. Remember, the journey to self-love is ongoing, and every step you take brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. This process not only benefits your personal development, but also enhances your relationships, making you a magnet for genuine and lasting connections. 13. Cultivate emotional intelligence. To be inevitably prioritized and make anyone love you, cultivating emotional intelligence is essential. Emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing your emotions, as well as recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. As the famous psychologist Daniel Goleman said, "If your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you don't have self-awareness, if you are not able to manage your distressing emotions, if you can't have empathy and have effective relationships, then no matter how smart you are not going to get very far." This rule highlights the importance of emotional intelligence in building meaningful and prioritized relationships. When you are emotionally intelligent, you can navigate social interactions with ease and grace. You are able to understand your own emotions and those of others, which helps you respond appropriately in various situations. This skill makes you more empathetic and attuned to the needs of those around you, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Think of a person you know who is emotionally intelligent. Their ability to handle conflicts, show empathy, and communicate effectively likely makes them a valued and prioritized individual in any relationship. To apply this rule, start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotional responses and identify the underlying causes. Work on managing your emotions, especially in stressful situations, by using techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and journaling. Additionally, practice empathy by actively listening to others and trying to understand their perspectives. This approach not only enhances your emotional intelligence, but also strengthens your relationships. A story to illustrate this is of Emily, who often found herself overwhelmed by her emotions and struggling to connect with others. She decided to focus on developing her emotional intelligence by taking courses on mindfulness and emotional regulation. Emily also made a conscious effort to practice empathy in her interactions. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement in her relationships. People began to value her insights and presence, making her a priority in their lives. Start by reflecting on your emotional triggers and practicing techniques to manage them. Engage in active listening and empathy exercises to improve your understanding of others. By developing these skills, you enhance your ability to connect deeply and meaningfully with those around you. In conclusion, Rule 13 is about cultivating emotional intelligence to ensure you are prioritized. By understanding and managing your emotions and empathizing with others, you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. This approach not only makes you more attractive and respected, but also fosters a sense of mutual understanding and connection. So start today by focusing on your emotional intelligence. 5. Show genuine interest in him. One of the most compelling ways to make any guy fall for you is to show genuine interest in him. Taking a sincere interest in someone else's life, thoughts, and feelings can create a deep connection that goes beyond physical attraction. As Dale Carnegie famously said, "You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you." This principle applies to romantic relationships just as much as it does to friendships. By showing genuine interest, you demonstrate that you value him as a person, which can significantly increase his affection for you. Start by asking meaningful questions about his life. Go beyond the surface-level inquiries like, "How was your day?" and delve into questions that reveal more about his passions, dreams, and experiences. These questions show that you care about understanding who he is at his core. Listening actively to his responses is equally important. Show that you are engaged by nodding, making eye contact, and asking follow-up questions. This not only makes him feel valued, but also strengthens the bond between you. Another way to show genuine interest is by remembering the small details he shares with you. Whether it's his favorite book, the name of his pet, or an upcoming project at work, remembering and mentioning these details in future conversations shows that you pay attention and care about what matters to him. This kind of attentiveness can make him feel special and appreciated. For example, if he mentioned he has a big presentation at work, ask him how it went the next time you see him. This demonstrates that you are invested in his life and success, which can significantly deepen his feelings for you. Furthermore, support his passions and hobbies. If he loves hiking, suggest going on a hike together. If he's passionate about cooking, ask him to teach you how to make his favorite dish. Participating in activities he enjoys not only allows you to spend more time together, but also shows that you respect and appreciate his interests. This mutual sharing of activities can create lasting memories and a stronger connection. As you engage in his hobbies, express genuine curiosity and enthusiasm. Your positive attitude will make these experiences more enjoyable and meaningful for both of you. In addition to supporting his passions, be there for him during challenging times. Offering a listening ear, a shoulder to lean on, or words of encouragement during difficult moments can create a sense of trust and emotional intimacy. When he knows he can rely on you for support, his affection for you will grow. This kind of emotional availability is crucial for building a strong, loving relationship. Show empathy and understanding, and let him know that you are there for him, no matter what. Showing genuine interest also means appreciating his unique qualities. Compliment him on his strengths, whether it's his sense of humor, his intelligence, or his kindness. Genuine compliments can boost his self-esteem and make him feel valued. However, ensure your compliments are sincere and specific to avoid coming across as superficial. A well-timed compliment can make his day and deepen his affection for you. Showing genuine interest in a guy's life, passions, and feelings is a powerful way to make him fall for you. By asking meaningful questions, remembering details, supporting his hobbies, being there during tough times, and appreciating his unique qualities, you demonstrate that you value him as a person. This approach not only fosters a deeper connection, but also makes the relationship more fulfilling and meaningful. So how will you start showing genuine interest in the special guy in your life today? This journey of understanding and appreciating him can lead to a strong, lasting relationship built on mutual respect and affection. As we wrap up this video on becoming an irresistibly magnetic presence, remember that these 13 rules offer powerful tools for personal growth and happiness. By creating a fear of losing you, not always being available, maintaining some mystery, allowing others to invest in you, prioritizing your own needs, and balancing your communication, you set the stage for healthy, respectful connections. Cultivating your own happiness and maintaining emotional balance add layers to your attractiveness, while being willing to walk away from relationships that don't value you reinforces your self-respect. Remember, you're not just seeking attention, you're striving for meaningful, balanced relationships where your worth is recognized. If someone treats you as an option, you have the power to choose otherwise. Now, it's your turn to take action. Reflect on these principles and make a commitment to yourself. Share your promise in the comments. I am a warrior in my own life. I will be the best version of myself. And if anyone treats me as an option, I will choose my own worth and happiness. I'll read your commitments and feature the most inspiring ones on our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more unfiltered wisdom. Your journey to becoming a priority starts now.